Nude night at the apartment. It all started with a girl that I had matched on Bumble with. Things were going good until I did some digging looking for her social media and found out she had 2 sons. It was more of a turnoff that she hadn't told me, even though I wasn't ready to take on children, let alone not being mine. So I brushed it off and said I didn't know if I wanted a relationship to let her down easy, but she was determined to at least go on a date. I gave in. We were contemplating on what to do, and I had jokingly said how about a nude night. We had talked briefly about our living habits, and I said I was basically a nudist at my apt and that I went to a nude resort once. She said I would be down. It's different. Great. So she made the drive up about 30-40 minutes, and I had ordered pizza for us to eat at the apt. It was a little awkward knowing what was impending, and also the first time we had met. So after 15-20 minutes of timid conversation, I went to the bathroom. I just decided I would shed my clothes and go out into the living room. Kitchen and living room were all together. I went to my bedroom, stripped down and naked, and walked over to sit on the couch. She was throwing away a plate on, said jokingly, "OMG, you're more comfortable naked around me than clothed." I laughed and said, "Guess so." I was bringing up Netflix on the TV while she went to the bathroom, and then she came out and said, "Well, I guess we're doing this. I'll be in here in a sec." She went into my bedroom and closed the door. By this time, I felt a bead of sweat down my back and my butt. She opened the door and said, "Could you turn the light off? I'm a little nervous." I got up and turned off the main light. Now it was pitch black except for the glow of the TV. "I still have my underwear on, if that's okay." I could tell she was nervous. I mean, why shouldn't she be? Naked in front of a guy she just met. She had a blanket covering her boobs and walked and sat down beside me on the couch. I could slightly tell her panties were green and she had a bump to her butt. We ended watching Olympus Has Fallen and made remarks here and there. I was watching but thinking of how big her cleavage was under the blanket. She had laid down on the couch now. About halfway through the movie she said, "Do you want to lay behind me?" Oh boy, I nervously agreed. I slid in behind her and felt the warmth of her butt and back. Her panties had slid down a little, which I wondered if she did that to get closer to being nude. Then all of a sudden, she scooted her butt back into me, right onto my member. That did it. I slowly became harder, and I'm sure she felt it up against her crack. She softly turned over and we started making out. My hands went straight to her size C breasts, playing with her nipples, then slowly down to her warmth. We got up, she led me to bed and began taking my rod into her mouth. She had done it before for sure. Then she slowly got up and slid my appendage into her. She rode for maybe 3 minutes before I couldn't hold it. I lifted her up and sprayed all over. We cuddled for the next hour, then she left. We both figured out we weren't for each other, but we'll